Hello, I
Hello!
love you.
He loves you. We are Connor and Danny in the Wit Twit show.
It says yes, we
I
have
don't know if
T-Rex.
you know, but since Jeannie Mae passed, I've been keeping an eye
Oh, I'm sorry.
on her. I think
Oh,
it's time we gave everything back to you. So take this key and make yourself at home at our motel. It'll open the room on the second floor.
huh. I thought I already had that room. Oh well.
Sure thing. Have a look.
So, we're getting a dog brain, dog.
You need
brain.
700 caps.
12. Wow, that's a... I don't know if I want to sell that. Definitely don't want to sell the alien blaster. I'll sell the hunting rifle. Laser pistol.
But
Plasma
you
grenade?
use pistols.
Plasma rifle. Yes. Sawed-off shotgun. Don't need that. Throwing spear. Don't need that. Your phone lit up.
My phone is super lighty right now because I'm popular, apparently. I'm actually one of the least popular cell phone people that I know. And, well, I don't know. Are you a popular cell phone person?
Sort of.
I don't normally get phone calls or text messages. I usually just sit alone in the dark. Not really. I mean, sometimes I do because I sleep. I do sleep sometimes when Ninja allows it. Oh man,
Ninja allows it.
right? This is meow, buddy. I know you want to play it right now. Oh, and he likes to like use his claws on my wolf comforter, which was given to me by a special lady friend. That's super special to me. And I'm like, please don't ruin my already partially ruined comforter. Why did I forget the word comforter already?
I don't know.
I just used that word, Connor.
Why are you asking me about that?
I don't know. You're smart sometimes. Most of the time.
I mean, yeah.
So, hell, and you've known me for a long time. Why do my brain know not to?
What?
Why do my brain not do?
What? I'm all kinds of what now?
Powering back up. Oh, I think I can brain again.
You can't brain.
So, I think my brain shut down.
It did. But it's okay.
What was I talking about?
I honestly don't remember.
Does it? I don't think it matters.
Probably not.
So this guy is just gonna give you all these caps. Huh? He's gonna give you caps.
Well, I'm also buying a whole bunch of ammo. Because you never know when you're going to need ammo.
Yeah, man, I got you. You're buying all this stuff, and still he's gonna give you all the money he has.
There we go.
That's good. That's called getting your money's worth.
Yep. And now I can sell more things.
Pre-war money.
Damn it. There we are.
Perfect.
There we go.
You have $2 left, sir.
Oh, he'll get more later. And now I have tons of ammo. And tons of caps. Which I'm going to spend like $700 on to fix this dog. I am spending money on you, dog, to fix you. I am
That sounds barbaric.
spending money on this dog so you can be happy.
It's also gonna make me sad.
Danny.
I love dogs too much to like the idea of killing a dog to put the brain inside another dog, which would kill the other dog.
Need anything?
The guy's like, do you need anything? How about some caps in your crotch? Because I'm aiming my rifle right at your dick. Does anyone in this area have any possible inclination on the first rule of basic gun safeties? Not specifically the first rule,
Need
but
anything?
gun safety. Stop pointing the damn gun at his balls. Are you serious? He is a dimwit, but he still needs his penis. Theoretically.
I won't lie, that's entirely true.
You don't point your gun at people unless you want to shoot them. Keep that in mind, people who want to shoot people, or who have a gun, or find a gun. If you find a gun, don't point it at someone. Just don't.
It's
Don't
generally
point it at
frowned
someone.
upon.
And just probably, I'll just leave it at that. There's lots of things that you should do at that point, but I'm gonna leave it at don't point a gun at someone. You're gonna give dynamite to Rex?
Yes.
Okay. So does Boone have enough ammo for his super awesome rifle that you got him?
No, because I haven't been able to get more ammo for that yet.
It's too bad.
It is. I gotta find more ammo for him at some point.
You know where that is, though.
Yeah, I gotta go and buy some, I should say. But, eh.
I definitely want to get like a turret gun, like a little turret gun to go on Rex's back, so that way he doesn't have to go in teeth blazing into enemies all the time. You could just shoot them.
Yeah. And by the way, this is the more humane option to put down an old dog that was going to have to be put down anyway soon, as opposed to going off and killing a dog to get their brain.
I will give you that. I will definitely agree with that. But I feel like it's a similar concept.
Yeah, but this dog's at the end of his life. He's probably already in pain with arthritic joints and just not loving life. Cataracts. So I mean, think about it. We're taking a dog, we're putting him down, putting his brain in a new body, a body that doesn't hurt, is stronger, faster, can see and smell everything. I mean, that's a good idea. I think that sounds good.
Why don't we just do it to all of our old people?
I mean,
dog
that-
on the left is like, what the oh my god! Why would you do that to me?
I was not expecting that.
Why would you do
God
that
damn.
to me? Damn it, New Vegas.
Jeez.
That hurt my heart. Like, no, I'm dead serious. I'm not even faking with this. Like, honestly, that hurt. Like, that was abrupt and painful sounding. And
Yeah,
that
it
hurt
was.
me.
That was kind of...
Oh my god.
Wow.
Oh jeez. This is like, oh, here's the money, dead. It's fucking asshole.
And then it was just like... Crunch.
What a fucking asshole.
God damn.
Have a moment. Oh my god.
I was not expecting that. I do apologize, Danny.
I'm laughing because I don't know what else to do. I'm not gonna cry. But, oh my god.
He's crying.
I'm not crying. So let's take a look at Rex. Ray.
He's not fixed yet.
They're still working on him?
Well, I have to go back to Jacobstown, but first I'm going to go over to this Vault 3, kill some fiends, find a fiend dog, and kill that.
But why? Connor, my heart already hurts.
I want to inflict more pain.
Asshole. What a dick.
Danny, with the pain I felt in my dick already,
What a dick pain. That you're
this
about
is a
to be.
small dick pain for you to dick pain.
Oh, I said something.
And the people
weird.
like your pain, Danny.
I said something weird the other day. I think I said something along the lines of, I feel really weird in my dick penis. Something like that. And I thought to myself, dick penis?
Hey.
What the hell, dick penis? Oh man, that guy blindsided. Damn.
Oh, damn.
Dad,
That's gonna leave some.
that guy's tough. Woo! Talking about a stain. Woo, baby. Crushed it. I feel...
Ow, that kind of hurt, though.
Yeah. Oh, man. So this actually... So that kind of reminds me of a story from my academy days. As a Maryland State Trooper. Well, Trooper candidate at the time. So there is... In the Maryland State Police Academy, they have a...
dog steak.
Virtual... They have a way to for you to practice scenarios in a safe environment. Like, using guns. Nice! Well done! That was awesome. Way to go, Rex. I'm proud of you, buddy. That was awesome. That's the first slow-mo Rex kill that we've had.
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah. So, okay, so basically what it is that they have... You get into, like, this closed-off room, and then, like, 4 other people are with you in your squad. And there was... We're in 4th squad. So... I'm there with 4 other people. And in this room... Sergeant Weaver was behind a computer screen with a projector. He hands us a little plastic gun that
Oh, I've done this! This is actually really cool.
it's awesome. And basically
I got a headshot.
very good, Connor. I'm proud of you. So basically, for those of you who are not Connor and don't know what I'm talking about, the gun is linked up to the computer and has like a little laser beam that you can shoot the stuff that's being projected onto the wall.
It is the most sophisticated target shooting game software basically ever.
Yes. And we're using it for training purposes. And so it's a little... And when he says most advanced, it's still very non-interactive. Because what they did was that they had a bunch of people, volunteers, like retired officers, current officers, their family members, and whatnot, play the characters that are on the screen. And
yeah,
so
but
there's the
number of
version.
options that can happen in that, and the scene, and how seamless it is to pick the scene is pretty impressive.
It is. It's definitely top of the line. But you'd be like, but they're telling us to interact with it. So we'd be like, hey, put your hands up, things like that. And they'll be like, so how's your day, kind of thing. Like, what they say has nothing to do with what you say, and there's nothing you can really do about it. You just kind of have to kind of roll with it. So, in this one scenario, I was the second person to go up and into these scenarios. My scenario was the scenario I'm telling you about, at least. We all went through many of them, but the scenario I'm going to tell you about right now is I was called out to a bank. There was an alarm going off in a bank, and after hours, I'm going down the stairs from the roof.
Come on. Shit.
Heal.
Yeah, no, seriously. He was reloading instead of trying to heal.
I mean, not a bad idea to put more bullets into your gun, but when you can heal, when you can freeze time and heal yourself. Freeze goddamn time and heal yourself.
I know, seriously, I'm addicted to fucking... Okay, I'm gonna need a doctor.
Well, addiction's removed. Somehow.
Shit, that was bad. Did not mean to do that.
You're a little woozy. Okay, so basically, I have to go from the roof down the stairs into this bank alone, which none of this is like an actual scenario that would actually happen, but the idea it's good enough for the scenario. So I'm okay. Got the gun, and like it shows first person view of me. Nice. Well, man, he's getting better. He's definitely better at killing.
He hasn't been fixed yet.
Well, he's still better than he was. I'm proud of him. So, anyway, I'm going down the stairs, and all I see is a shotgun walk into screen. A shotgun. Then I see a guy in a black mask and a big duffel bag. He doesn't see me yet, and immediately I draw my gun and I fire. He turns around, I fire again. He points his gun at me, I fire again, and again. He shoots me, I fire like 5 times, 5 or 6 times. He shoots, and I die. And the simulation ends. And I'm like, oh man, I say this out loud, I was like, oh man, I must be a terrible shot. He man, that's awful. And then Sergeant Weaver goes, who by the way is super awesome. He goes, alright, well let's take a look at the replay. And the replay will actually show where your bullets landed. So it rewinds and shows I see him, I pull the trigger right in the side of his head, right like in his temple. He turns around right in between his eyes. These were the bullets that were going into him.
Damn! Sorry, that was my yelling.
Yeah.
I do apologize for that, but Jesus Christ, he just exploded. One shot, boom.
Yeah, nice.
Just explosion.
The next shot hits him in the chest. The next shot hits the wall. And then the shot after that hits him in the chest again. And then he kills me, or something like that. Like, and then I might have had another headshot. But basically, if that was real life, he would have been dead after the first shot, and then dead many times over with all the other shots. And Sergeant Weaver turns to me and goes, "Don't doubt yourself. Like, you obviously, you nailed him. You crushed him. And you definitely, you've got some skills there. Believe in yourself. And I think it was just awesome. It was just badass.
Yeah.
And then I turned to him and go, Sergeant, was that a good shoot? Because like I didn't identify myself as an officer. I didn't tell him to put the gun down. And so I asked him about it. And he thinks about it for a moment, but he goes, "That's a good shoot. In this circumstance, you're in a building in an empty bank."
What's supposed to be an empty bank?
Exactly. They
Rex
lit
is
my
on
dog
fire.
on fire! They must pay. I don't know what's happening, but my dog is on fire. What? His name is Cook. That bastard.
I took his head.
Good. Oh my god, he let my dog. Why did you take off the radiation suit? Oh, this was damage. That's right.
Yeah.
So
Needs better armor.
So he was telling me that it's supposed to be an empty bank. It's after hours. He has a shotgun, a bank robber's mask, and a duffel bag that's probably filled with cash. And you are in close range with him. You are on the steps. You are outgunned and you have no backup. In tight corners where you can't escape. There's no real cover for you.
Yeah, no.
So if you alerted yourself and he turns around and shoots you, you're dead. So that's a good shoot. Now the unfortunate thing is that if that ends up being a prank, there was a situation where there was a kid whose parents owned a bank, and as a prank, he quote unquote robbed it with a fake weapon, and he ended up getting shot and killed.
Don't do that, kid. That's dumb.
Exactly. So
that's on you at that point. That's not on the officer that shot and killed you.
I agree, but it's still one of those things where it's a bad situation, and it's just one of those things where the officer had the right to shoot him. Oh fuck.
Sorry, Danny. Dog versus dog.
Ah, he's cleaning up, man.
Yeah, so,
Damn. So yeah, it's just one
my
of those
dog
things
versus
where
your dog.
it's one of those situations where the officer does have to live with that guilt, and the parents have to live with that, and human
Yeah.
flesh. No wonder they're all jacked up. It's just an awful situation, and it's something that needs to be said as former law enforcement. And with all of these shootings that are happening to cops and from cops, if you are in a situation where you are talking to police officers, that was awful. Oh my god. this episode, Jesus, tugging on my dog strings. If you find yourself...
Hey, I got a level!
Alright, cool. If you find yourself...
I'm sorry, Danny.
I know, I got you.
I'm just
If
sorry.
you find yourself dealing with law enforcement, the best thing you can do is to comply with whatever they say. I know that sounds like, yeah, man, cops don't have the right to just walk all over us. You know, you're so pro officer, which by the way I am. But still, like, the last thing you want to do is give officers the idea that you are trying to trick them into thinking that you're going to hurt them. Because honestly, as an officer, there's no way for no way for them to know what your intentions are because they can't read your mind. So, what you think is just, I don't feel like giving them my driver's license right now, just because, like, oh, well, I'm just, I'm annoyed with it. Hold on, I see your face. Hold on.
No. I am gonna add one little thing. Because Danny, you're absolutely right. You should comply to any reasonable request from an officer.
Lawful. Reasonable, difference. Because it may not seem reasonable to you, but as an officer, there are reasons behind every good officer, because there are corrupt officers out there, I will say that. Every officer that gives you a lawful order, give me your driver's license, let me see your registration, pull over, get on the ground, things like that. Do them. Like, do them. Like, it's like, just straight up do them. And going back to why. Man, can we back up out of his grill for just a moment? That was awful. So you may not think that by taking a long time, if making the officer repeat himself over and over again just so you can hand him your license, in his mind or her mind, you're doing that for a reason. You're doing that to try to get me to not pay attention to something. For maybe you're trying to grab a gun or another weapon. Maybe you're trying to hide the fact that you're an escaped convict, that you are some kind... Who knows what you could be to this officer. And the less you comply, the more of a reason, the more of a safety issue for that officer becomes. So, do what they say, so that way, if you do what they say, then they think that you're just a law-abiding citizen, and you're not a threat. And if you're not a threat, there's no reason for anyone to get injured or hurt, or to be in any compromised situation. And if it turns out that they do something inappropriate, you can always take it up the chain. You can always take it up the chain and take care of it that way. There's no reason for anyone to get hurt on any kind of traffic stop or any kind of involvement with police.
What?
If you just follow that. Like, it's impossible for a civilian to know what it's like to be an officer, unless you were previously an officer in some way, shape, or form. So just do what they say, and you'll be fine.
Within reason and within the law.
I said my piece. And I'm gonna move on because
Smart.
it's kind of dragging.
Hell of a bean. He's got a lot of pull. What Knight can though. Keen is saying to the.
So what are we doing now? I hate the fact that I'm like not fully paying attention to what's going on here.
Worse.
So we're talking to these
Most human.
big people. And Connor's being quiet again.
I'm sorry. I'm trying to process the
information.
Police story. Because I mean, and the reason I can understand why you say lawful, but I also do have to say reasonable because I mean, use your common judgment. If what they're telling you to do, no, seriously, yes,
no.
Danny, listen. If what they're telling you to do is within reason and is easy enough for you to do it. That's what I mean by reasonable. I mean, like if they say, "Give me your keys," and you're not,
Yes, that
to
is...
get in your car. No, you do not surrender personal. You can't. That is illegal to surrender personal items.
If you're drunk,
Your license for identity is understandable. If you're drunk, that's a different story. If you're drunk, that's them taking you into custody for arrest. That's different. If they are arresting you because you're drunk, you're under arrest because you're drunk. If they ask for your keys or your personal items without anything else, I mean, like if you have a toy gun and they say surrender that item, that's different too. But if they ask for a personal item of yours that is your personal property without explanation, that is a unlawful, unreasonable request. I'm sorry, that is. If they tell you to get on the ground because you have a toy gun,
then
do that. Yeah. That makes sense. That's a reasonable request.
The problem with the term reasonable is that everyone's version of reasonable is different. Lawful is cut and dry. What is the law?
Something else I can do for you?
If you know your laws for your area, follow those. If the officer says something that is unlawful, like kill your family member, that's an unlawful order, and you do not have to do that. And if then at that point he pulls out his gun, trying to force you to kill your family members, at which point fight that officer. Like, that is an unlawful thing, also an unreasonable thing. But there are things that I can't even think of a situation that's exactly.
Rex is now does more damage because he's now a guard dog.
Cool.
He's got the loyal, faithful protector.
That's awesome. But so the term reasonable varies from person to person, and that's why I don't want that to be the message that comes across. And even if it's something that you think it's unreasonable, check with their supervisor after the fact, because you can get them in trouble after the fact, and you can be compensated for the pain, misery, or whatever ends up happening for it. And but
it's hard to compensate you if you're dead.
If they're trying to kill you for doing nothing, then you have the right to protect yourself.
What I'm saying is if you don't do what they say and then it ends up...
Oh, I see what you're saying. Yes, exactly. So, follow the law and do what they say, should be fine.
What is it?
Things, and again, that's all I really need to say. And we were talking about earlier, I don't think in this episode, but in a previous episode, about the differences in culture, like the kids, responding to their parents and whatnot in different ways, and parents responding to their kids in different ways. There's a lot of people out there that think that you shouldn't pay attention, you shouldn't do anything that an officer tells you to do.
No, absolutely not.
And
you should do that.
So these people that grew up this way think that anything that an officer tells you is unreasonable. And so that's where the problem with the statement, do anything that's reasonable to you.
Well, when I say reasonable, I mean...
I know what you mean.
Yeah, I know you know what I mean. But when I say reasonable, folks, I mean Imagine if a sweet old granny asked you to do it. Would you do it? That's reasonable. But imagine every officer is a sweet old granny asking you to do something. Do that, and you'll probably stay safe and not die. I mean, just remember, most officers want nothing but to stay safe, to keep you safe, and to
Uphold the law.
uphold the law. So, 99 out of 100 times,
That you come in contact with an officer.
doing what they say is in your best interest. If you've broken the law and you got shit to do, fuck, just do what they say anyways. Because, I mean, really,
It's a bad situation no matter what happens.
yeah, you're gonna be, if you don't do what they say and you run, you're gonna get hurt. You're gonna cause problems. You might die.
The situation gets worse from that point on.
Yeah.
It consistently gets worse.
You will not get away. You just won't. You might get away once or twice. You will not get away
For the rest of your life.
forever.
Yeah.
You might get lucky. It's like they say, you might win the battle, but you're going to lose the war. It's going to happen. They will find you. They will kill you.
Especially
He has
if you kill another officer.
he has a particular set of skills. He will take you.
They're going to take you.
And when you go to jail, please pray that you aren't some candy bum. And
mean,
some
unless
big
that's
guy
what you're
named
into.
Bubba. Some big guy named Bubba makes you his bedmate.
Big guys named Jeremy, on the other hand, are okay. Actually, speaking of which, that was kind of weird. Wait, hold on. Is that guy following you?
Yeah,
Is he your new companion?
sort of. And it's a she.
Oh.
Her name is Lily.
Oh.
She was a grandmother.
I just met a Lily yesterday.
She wants to bake you cookies.
She didn't look like
And
that.
also hit you in the head with
She
a
looks a
sledgehammer.
lot better than that Lily, than this Lily.
I would hope so.
So, alright, you know how cell phones have alarms in them, right? And you can set them to, like, wake you up or whatever. So,
We're gonna have to do this next time on Wit and Twit.
and you can make the alarm, you can name your alarm, like, wake up in the morning, or take your medicine, or whatever. I found out that I can name my alarm, and so I named it Jeremy. And so every morning, when I turn off my alarm, I go, "Thanks, Jeremy."
We're gonna explore the cave next time on Wit and Twit. And explore Danny's psyche with the alarm named Jeremy. Bye.